And good Wednesday morning to everyone. It is hump day, as I just posted there. I hope your morning is starting out well. You've had a cup of coffee and a smile, and, well, you're ready to face it. Sometimes you don't want to do that, though, do we? I totally understand. 52 right now is we'll double that. Well, not necessarily double that. I said that wrong. We'll make it to 72 before it's all said and done. Now, there is a chance of some severe weather today, mainly along a line of south of I-20. It'll follow right around Newton and south as well. We'll get into the map of that here in a few moments, do a breakdown of that, and show you exactly what to expect today, where flash flooding could also happen. So that's up and coming in a few moments. Get to shaking, get to moving. Sad news this morning as we turn to Louisiana, just off the coast of Grand Isle. 12 people are still missing this morning as we look to the headline here. Again, off of Grand Isle, it was a boat that had 18 people on it. Rescue operations have begun. They have recovered 6 people, 12 people still missing. Again, that's off the coast of Louisiana there near Grand Isle. The Coast Guard is involved, still searching. More details on that to come this morning also, as this morning is coming up. Prayers for those families. Very serious matter there. Also, we wanted to pass this along. We have a missing young lady from Lauderdale County this morning. As we pull up the picture of this, this is Gia Strickland. She's 16 years old. She ran away from home last night somewhere around 7:30. The Sheriff's Department has been contacted. She's in 10th grade. She goes to Meridian High School. So if you've seen her, if you bump into her anywhere, alert the authorities so they can get in touch with Mom or find Mom here on Facebook. I just posted a link to it. If you wouldn't mind, share that for everyone to see. We don't want this, we want her back home safely, I think is the word that I'm looking for. Prayers for her family as well. You don't know what to say. She did leave her phone at home, according to the post, so she doesn't have that with her. So if you see that, and please share that. We want to get that out and let as many people see that as possible this morning. Get her home. Prayers for her and her family also as we begin this day. As I said, as we turn back to weather this morning, 52 as we start today, and we'll add 20 degrees to that before it's all said and done. Let's get to the weather this morning.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, let's first go to radar and take a look at what we've got nationwide of what's going on. Lots of thunderstorms through Arkansas as it twists up and goes through Louisville, Kentucky, and on up toward Columbus, Ohio. As we get closer here out to our west, we see that Shreveport, most of Louisiana, has got thunderstorms firing up. As we zoom into this a little bit closer here, you'll see that Alexandria has thunderstorm activity, a bunch of hail, and we don't want any more hail. We've seen what that will do. And back to Texarkana and all of these areas here. And they're at Beaumont, they're starting to fire up, and we'll head this way. As we dive into Mississippi, as we go south of Hattiesburg, we'll see that there's a flash flood watch in effect from there all the way to the coast. And this starts at Mobile, Alabama, and follows the coast here through Pascagoula, Gulfport, through Baton Rouge, and all the way over to Lake Charles, Louisiana. And again, that is a flash flood watch that's in effect. We are expecting heavy rain. We'll look at this chart here in just a little bit, south of I-20 here in just a moment. We'll dig deeper into that so that you'll be able to see exactly what to expect today. But a lot of rain is going to be coming as we start this Wednesday. The weather's not as bad today as it has been for the past 3 weeks on a Wednesday. It just kind of picked out Wednesday, didn't it? We do have a 100% chance of thunderstorms likely today. Possible thunderstorm after lunchtime, high reaching 71, 72, as I said. Tonight, still continued rain, a 60% chance. Likely thunderstorms begin after 4 a.m. in the morning again. Low tonight, right around 52, about what it is right now. Tomorrow, more of the same, and it should end a 60% chance there. If it fires off after 4 a.m., it should be moving out by about 7:30 tomorrow and gradually making sunshine after lunchtime. We'll hit 71 tomorrow, slight chance on Thursday night, 40% chance on Friday, and then by we get into Friday night, we've got rain, 80% chance. We'll watch that closely as it gets a little bit closer to let you know more about that as the rain comes back in. Could be a wet weekend. You may get that grass cut in between rain showers. Let's hope so. A few good mornings I wanted to say as we start this off. Dean Baskin, how are you today? Also, Charlotte Gray is up. Elmer Talbert is watching. Charlene Gaddy. Also, Terry Ray. A good Wednesday morning to you also, Terry. Cornbread is up. Mr. Nick Dow. How are you today, brother? Also, Pat Gibson is watching. Joyce Stamper is up. Sylvia Stewart, good morning to you also. A good morning to Dwayne Phillips. Bree Packer, good morning. Hope everyone stays safe this morning, she said. Donna Roseman is up. Janice Bounds and Denise Fulton up stirring a little bit as we all try to get one foot in front of the other and get a day started. Some days that's a little harder than others, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, down at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, they'll be opening up the doors, in about 1 hour from now, about 7:30. They're going to open up the doors, and they're going to have a lot going on at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. I wanted to point this out. They got just a few of these little fellas left here as we go to the farm supply. A few chickens left. If you're looking for a New Hampshire chick, they've got a few there. They had those left on Monday afternoon. Most likely we'll have some more there for you today as you go down and take a look at the chicks. Cute little fellas. So if you've been looking for chickens, well, talk to them. They can get you taken care of in no time flat, along with a lot of other things at the farm supply, including, well, most anything that you're looking for yard decorations. I was at someone's house last night that had the cactus. Looked good. Put that in your flower bed, along with the chickens and multiple bird houses that they have to offer, from pigs to sheep. Yep, you can have your very own there. And, of course, any flower that you may be looking for in the hanging basket department. Now, I'm not one of those that knows a lot of flowers' names. I'd have to have somebody here with the little cards there to tell you what each one of these are. But they sure are pretty. They know all about it. They know much more than me, and they can tell you more. If you're getting ready to plant your vegetables, they have those as well. And, of course, all the purple things that look good out front. Yep, they got those. Ferns, if you're looking for that, to fruit trees. Tons of it. And as you get bald spots in your yard, or, well, maybe you don't have any grass at all, they've got centipede, St. Augustine, all of that, with all of your insecticides and fertilizers that you may need, along with the disinfectant. We've got boots, and it comes in handy on a day like this, the Marshland 8-inch boot, that Georgia boots there that keep your feet dry. That's some of them. Feed, seed, and a whole lot more to take care of your horse and cattle and pigs, and a gun department that you may need there with ammo. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply. It is exit 151 off the interstate. See my friends today. They'll help you in any way they can. All right, let's turn back and get into weather this morning as to what all the National Weather Service tells us. As we go back on this day, it was 1936. It was kind of warm, 90 degrees back in 1936. Our record low, as I try to get my words out, was set in 1959 with a low of 31 degrees on this date. Two different scenarios there. As we look at today, definitely rain as we see this. This is pretty much going to be all throughout the area with a high of 71, 72 from Philadelphia. As we get down to Laurel, Hattiesburg area, 70. Hattiesburg hit 72, and they'll have showers as well. Up near Columbus, 72 also. We jump across the state line and we go over toward Demopolis, 72, and it's going to be rain as well as we go through Livingston, Alabama, and all those areas through there at Epps, areas like that, over to Birmingham. A little bit warmer, 75. As we look at the threat today of possible severe weather, as we look at this will be right at the airport of the Lost Gap area, straight across following I-20 out to almost to Tumsuba, and then all points south. As you go into Clark County, you go into Wayne and all these areas here, it's going to be rain. The line as we go west is going to follow just about where Decatur is and straight across into Scott County toward Jackson, a Vicksburg line today. Not saying that there's not going to be rain in northern Lauderdale and Neshoba counties and Kemper County on up through Winston, but it just won't be as heavy as it is south of I-20 today. So a reminder there for you if you live in those areas or are going to be traveling that area today. Keep that in mind. As we look at the possibility of flooding today, Clark County right about Enterprise is the line today as we go straight across Clark County and all points due south there through Laurel, Hattiesburg area. Gets a little bit worse there as it bumps to an elevated threat for flooding today all the way across to Brookhaven down through Natchez. If you're going to be in those areas or watching from those areas today. Elevated, we could get 2 to 3 inches here. In this area around Meridian, we're looking for 1 to 2 inches today. A lot of it there. As we go here, of course, Butler, Alabama, all these areas, Bruton back over this area, expect that's a limited area, and you get down to Wayne County, we're still into that, and we go further toward the coast. Wiggins, you get into that elevated threat, just like the Hattiesburg area. So a lot of rain anywhere south of Meridian today. Drive careful. A lot of two-lane roads in that area also. As we look at temperatures over the next 10 days, and as you see, it's going to be cooler. All of this blue area, as you look at this, the darker the blue, the cooler it will be. So on the west side of Mississippi, over the next 10 days, it would be a little bit even cooler than the Meridian area. But that's welcome. That's no complaints on that. It gets us into upper 40s at nighttime to highs in the upper 60s and right at 70 degrees. As we look at our 7-day forecast this morning, look at this. This is great weather. As we'll hit the highest, and I didn't replace that. As we look at today, this should start with Wednesday. I made a mistake on that. 70 degrees today. As we go across all the way to Monday, we get 72. But if you'll notice there, highs in the 60s and those nighttime lows in the 40s. A big difference there. As we jump across to April the 28th, as we get near the end of the month there, we're still showing the signs here through about the 24th there, that cooler weather there, 72 degrees and 40s. After we get to about the 25th there, we start seeing that temperature go back up into the high 70s, 78, 79. As we get near May, expected probably to go back over the 80s. That's a quick look at what is kind of forecasted out there. So a good way to start the day. We don't have anything bad happening that is horrible. We do have a chance of some severe thunderstorms. We don't have that threat like we've had the last 3 weeks of, where it was rising up to a 4 area. We're at a 1 area for the vast majority of everybody. So we're going to have some rain, some thunderstorms, and a lot of lightning. Possibility of hail. Not likely again to have any tornadoes, but you can never rule anything out because we are dealing with Mother Nature. So keep it in mind, just kind of plan ahead there. A lot of wrecks happen due to the fact the streets get wet and you come up and you got cruise control on, you're going a little bit faster than you should. If it rains, just slow down about 10 miles an hour. It's worth your life. It is to me. So be careful as you're out and about doing all that good stuff this morning. Again, as I mentioned a little bit ago, don't forget about sharing what I posted about the young lady that's missing in Lauderdale County. And let me pull her picture back up. Again, this is Gia Strickland. She's in 10th grade at Meridian High School. She ran away from home last night. Her mom would like to have her back. If you'll share that off of my page so others will see about it, and hopefully she can get home as quickly as possible. She'll come back or somebody will see her, and her parents will be notified. So prayers for them as we start this day. That's spooky. I'd hate to even think that happened to a child of mine. So together maybe we can get her home. Let's pray so. Candace will be joining me in just a little while, beginning at 8:30. We've got a complete show lined out. We'll go about telling you what went on last night in the wee hours of the morning as more protests break out in Minneapolis. Almost looks like a war zone at this point. And then, of course, another shooting happened there is what sparked all of this on top of the George Floyd trial that is going on. We've got some more details with that case. The police officer has resigned along with the police chief. I don't understand why he had to resign, but they demanded it. We'll get more into that this morning. So join us at 8:30, and we'll pass all that new information along. We want to say a few more good mornings to, Denise Fulton. Tommy Ainsworth is up. Flora Overstreet, good morning to you. Karen Tubes, how in the world are you doing? I don't know what part of the world you're standing in right now, but Karen, good morning to you. One of my Louisiana friends there. Mike Moore, good morning to you. Sally Long said she wanted to thank for the daily weather report. Let's see here. Getting ready for school over here in the Clarkdale area is where she's at. Thank you, Sally. Thank you for watching every day. Joan McDonald is up also. Jimmy Fleming, how in the world are you doing? Jimmy, hadn't talked to you in forever. Glad that you're back on your feet. He was under the weather a little while there, doing better. That's great, Jimmy. Also, good morning to Milton Savell. Donna Peebles is up stirring today, along with Phil Garrison. Good morning to you. Terry Carter also finally got her feet planted up and rolling now. So join us again, like I said, in roughly an hour and a half. We're 15 minutes into this show this morning, and we'll be back at 8:30 for a complete hour to go over what's going on locally, what's happening nationally. We'll mention a little bit of weather and all as well, too, to get your day started. join me and Candace here in just a little while. I can't say thank you enough for joining me this morning. And don't forget to go back to my page and share that about the young lady that's missing in our area. I'll see you in just a little bit here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by